So, more devastating news.
Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, so but don't worry, we have fun on the show. We have fun. The F in Heartlands Media stands for fun.
That's right.
You guys find out where the letter F is. I'm not too busy to find out where it's at.
Yeah, well, it's somewhere.
What's
there.
happening?
We promise.
Yeah, so
we're having a blast over here.
Yeah, speaking of blast, tell me about this story.
You're so good at the segues today.
I'm trying to.
I set that up. You knocked it down.
Boom. There we go.
You know. Okay. Okay, so thousands of people attended the funerals of 5 Russian nuclear engineers killed by an explosion as they tested a new rocket engine last Thursday, a tragedy that caused a large increase of radiation and raised questions about a secretive weapons program. So, Sarov, which hosts Russia's main nuclear weapons research center, where they worked is where the blast took place. Russia's defense ministry initially reported that the explosion at the Navy's testing range killed 2 people and injured 6. But over the weekend, the state-controlled Rosatom nuclear energy company said the blast also killed 5 of its workers and injured 3 others. The final toll remains unknown. The company said the victims were on a sea platform testing a rocket engine, a nuclear isotope power source, and were thrown into the sea by the explosion. The statement from Severodvinsk's administration came just as the defense ministry insisted that no radiation had been released.
I swear, Daniel, didn't we do a review on this show?
I knew you would bring out that.
I don't know.
I just want to say super quick, if they say 5 people died, carry the 1, that probably means 1,000 people died.
Probably, yes.
Well, and it says, you know, the statement that the administration, you know, came out with that no radiation had been released is a claim that drew comparisons to Soviet era attempts to cover up catastrophes.
You know what? Something starts as a C, but it's escaping my mind right now.
They actually did detect radiation.
They did.
Yeah, when it came up, for short period.
Short period of time. All right, that's very interesting. So what else is happening?
Well, the Russian government said on Tuesday that radiation levels around the site were up 16 times higher than the norm, confirming widespread speculation. So they did finally come out and say that levels were 16 times higher than normal, and the highest point being in a local kindergarten. Says an Al Jazeera reporter. Authorities have been extremely tight-lipped about the accident, which is feeding speculation around conspiracy theories. Yeah, Daniel.
So I was surprised they said 16. I was expecting 3.6, so they can say not great, not terrible.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm guessing that's
from Chernobyl.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I haven't seen it. I do need to see it. I know.
You do.
I know.
I would say,
we'll watch it and we'll put it online for the patrons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch it. Have my reaction video watching it. My reactions to things are very large, so I would be a really great reation video candidate. Yes.
Okay, just before we get back on the subject of the story,
I yell.
Kira, that first episode, honestly, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to breathe.
Is the radiation so strong?
You feel it. You feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. Honestly, man, like, you meet the 3 Stooges. If I ever had to compare 3 people as the 3 Stooges,
really,
you'll know who
they are.
Is the
incompetence unbearable?
Yes, but it's very simple. Again,
even we would go, hey, the U.S. would do a little better than that.
Yeah, granted, we would do just a tiny bit better. Because look, there's a whole incident with Chernobyl, but let's not ignore the fact that America, China, Britain, Germany, Canada, every single country has a catastrophe and disaster and tries to cover up something, tries to make a lie about something. I mean, and it's again, all these countries are doing that, and the victims, the real victims, are the people, innocent people, similar to like you and me, just minding their own business. But again, back on point with the story.
Yeah. So Russian environmental groups have urged the government to release details about the radioactive leak, but officials offered no further details. Neither the defense ministry nor Rosatom mentioned the type of rocket that exploded during the test, saying that only that it had a liquid propellant. But Rosatom's mention of a nuclear isotope power source led some Russian media to conclude that it was a Berezhnik, a nuclear power cruise missile, first revealed by Russian President Vladimir Putin in March 2018 during a State of the Nation address. So there is speculation that they are testing missiles, cruise missiles, nuclear powered, but nothing is really for sure. It's all very conspiratorial, and the tight-lippedness of the government is not helping those conspiracies in any way.
Okay, so again, just admit that there's something wrong, and people, because if there's a crisis, you might as well, it reminds me of an international effort to clean it up before it gets too late. You might as well let people know what's going on, because if you kick the can down the road, sooner or later, you're going to run out of road, and that's just a reality. That's a fact. And
we see it with the lead pipe story earlier.
Yeah.
This has been going on 3 years. Why are you only admitting it
exactly
a year ago?
Very similar to the lead and pollution.
Say what it is.
Very similar to the lead and pollution that's in our water, because look, early on I mentioned regulated toxic waste, and I want to make it very clear, and I want to make sure, like, every time I do bring it up, that our viewers understand. So what I mean by regulated toxic waste in Indiana, what these industrial facilities do is, here's the toxic waste, they mix it with water, and then they put it into Lake Michigan.
They take little sips of it, make sure it's okay.
Right. So Kira, it's how I remember describing this to Daniel. It's like, okay, you fill a gallon of milk with urine, and then you put the rest of water, and then you put some water in there. You still gonna drink that gallon?
If you don't tell them there's urine in there. And also, is it whole milk? Then you can't really tell.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think that's actually the strategy.
Yeah, that's a strategy. But see, the thing is, dilution is not the solution. It doesn't work.
Rhymes.
So I mean, do you think? Yeah, I didn't come up with that.
Oh,
Thomas
you didn't?
Frank, Thomas Frank came up with that. That's the person who was in our documentary.
Props for that.
Please actually check out our short documentary. It's called, I think, Toxic Tour. It's, but after the show, check it out, because then you guys will know exactly what the people in the Midwest have to deal with, especially with those large, unregulated industrial facilities in Indiana. Because just a short reminder to our Chicago audience, Lake Michigan is a circular body of water. It's very condensed. Those water currents come right back into our city. So you're drinking not only lead in our water, but you're also drinking what's in Indiana.
That's why it's flavored. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Tap water.
Yum, yum, yum.
Makes me feel strong.